Hey guys, I'm Nick from Nicolas Cage Fighter. Just come back from the first weekend leg of a tour, which we've just started off, Hate from Pain with Xenobiotic and Zeolite. It's been mad so far. Yeah, looking forward to it. Feeling good.
Beautiful, man. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me, mate. Much appreciated.
My pleasure as always. As you said, Nicolas Cage Fighter have started the Hate from Pain tour with Xenobiotic, which shows in Fremantle and Perth last weekend. So how were they?
Yeah, good man, real good. They were at smaller venues, so they're actually real intimate shows. It was real good. For the Frio show, we weren't really too sure what to expect, purely just because the venue that we locked in it can be a little bit hit and miss from what we sort of understand with turnouts and crowds and whatnot. But it was actually real good. There was a pretty decent amount of people that showed up. Like I want to say it was probably like 50 or 60 odd people, but in like a real in your face upfront kind of venue. It was like really good. We were getting like a lot of energy off the crowd and could actually see everybody instead of just being blinded by the lights and whatnot. So yeah, it was mad. And then the Perth show the night afterwards, so just Saturday night just passed for us. That was real cool, really good. It was in an even smaller room and yeah, crazy like amount of like movement and involvement from everybody in the crowd. And yeah, got to meet up with some guys in awesome bands, heap of really, really good bands. So it was an awesome start to the tour. Good little warm up. First run of tour shows at least with our new bass player Connor as well, and yeah, he crushed it, man. So yeah, we're feeling real good.
Sweet. And you venture into Queensland this weekend for shows in Brisbane and Gold Coast on May the 5th and 6th, then Wollongong and Sydney on May the 19th and 20th, before finishing with Adelaide on the 26th and Melbourne on the 27th. So what can fans expect from you guys at those shows?
Just chaos. Pure chaos. Just loud and angry. We're really, really, really looking forward to them. The shows that we've got lined up, we get to play with some really cool bands as well. We got some really, really good supports on it. So, for the Brisbane shows, we've got. I know that for Brizzy, Shokan and Resin Tomb are on board, and like I sweat those guys so much. Be real cool having so I know Snake Mountain are playing with them as well, and they're supposed to have a pretty solid following. So we should see like a really good turnout from like all like the locals coming out to support all the bands in their area, as well as coming to see us and Xeno for that. I know Zeolite jumping on halfway through, but I can't remember which show exactly. But we're expecting them to be real good, and we reckon should be a good turnout. We're hoping the crowd brings as much energy as we do.
Like, yeah. And you were touring with, and I quote this from the press release, death metal kill machine Xenobiotic and savage death metal maniacs Zeolite. Like, that sounds pretty dangerous, bro.
It's a pretty good mixture, I reckon. I reckon we got a pretty cracker lineup for this, man. It's cool, man. Xenobiotic, they're crazy good musicians, man. They're incredibly fun to watch. They're such high energy. And then we were lucky enough, we played with Zeolite. Time flies. It was probably like 6 months or a year or so ago now. We played with them a while back ago in Melbourne, and they are phenomenal to watch as well. So again, super skilled musicians, and yeah, just crazy high energy lineup across the board. It's mad.
It's like you say, across every show, there's a ton of brutality on stage over the whole night, man. Like, I don't know how you guys keep up with it. How does the crowd even keep up with it? Like, it's got to be intense.
Usually, it looks like everybody else is as knackered as we are by the end of it, which I think is a good sign. If you come out of a show like that and you're full of energy, I think something's gone wrong. It's a bit of a sport, definitely. Definitely need to do more cardio myself, that's for sure.
That actually leads me into the next question, because it's a decent sized run of shows. So how do you prepare mentally and physically? Like, it's not like you guys just stand there and play music.
Yeah, exactly. Well, as I've learned, because I've pulled like six muscles in my neck and back just on the first night of the show, man, I've screwed my neck up. Stretching normally, yeah, we definitely don't do it enough, but all of us usually try and stretch a decent amount beforehand. Trying to not eat like complete shit beforehand goes a long way as well. But like servo pies and sausage rolls, man, they hit different when you're on the road. So just try and take care of ourselves as best we can. Trying to cut back on the ciggies as well. That definitely helps a fair bit. Actually noticed a difference pretty substantially for that from just the last few shows, just smoking a lot less than I normally would. So yeah, just try and take it easy and not just sink beers for a month straight.
Or a month's worth of beers in 2 days.
Oh, yeah. That's something that we're particularly good at doing.
For better or for worse.
Oh yeah, better at the time, worse the day after.
That's so true.
That's when you feel it.
And you're still touring off the back of the album, The Bones That Grew From Pain, which came out last year. So how's the response been for that one?
Yeah, really good, really good. We're actually, if we haven't done it yet, I haven't actually followed it for probably like the last couple of weeks. We'd be real close to breaking 1 million streams on Spotify across the board. So awesome. Yeah, we're fast approaching a big milestone. So we're thrilled. Yeah, the reception's good. There has been, I mean, as there always is, there's been so much music being released, in between since we put our album out, and now by so many fucking brilliant bands across the board that obviously, interest sort of fluctuates and jumps up and waxes and wanes a little bit over time. But overall, yeah, it's been really good, and seeing that turnout and enthusiasm at our shows isn't dropping at all. It's only either staying consistent or getting better and better. Just gives us more confidence that the reception for it's still there and it's still being well received.
Cool. And the flip side of that, mate, is the album did come out last year. So have you started writing any new material yet?
Yes, yeah, we have. Yeah, we made a start on pre-production for the new album, but obviously, with the tour, we can only sort of dedicate so much time between that and work and everything currently. But yeah, we've got not quite a full album's worth of material, but we're pretty bloody close to it. And yeah, we're just working with a good friend of ours, Dylan, he was the vocalist of Anticline before they broke up. Now he's in Slowburn, new project. But he's local as well with us, so we've just been just going over there and cranking out riffs and starting to piece it all together. Yeah, we're keen. It probably will still be a fair while off until album number 2 is actually ready to go. But I can't imagine it'll be ages away before we can start dropping some new music, put some singles or videos or something like that out. Yeah, they're good as well. I don't want to flex too much or anything and, ramble about them, but they're really fucking good songs so far, man. They're catchy and heavy as shit.
Yeah, cool. That sort of, again, leads me to the next one. You experimented a bit on the last album and saying it was darker than anything you've ever done before and more ambient with melodic parts. So are you experimenting further with this new music?
Yeah, to a point. For the tracks, at least, that we've put down so far, I would say they're a little bit less on the melody heavy side of things. There are still some kind of melodic riffs here and there, don't get me wrong, but it's, for what we have written down so far, it hasn't quite lent so far that way. Mostly what we've got a lot of is just fast and heavy, plenty of catchy riffs, some good 2-step stuff. I suppose a little bit of ambient in there, but I think we've still left, just a pinch, a little sprinkle. It's still kind of early days with it. We're still sort of fleshing out the polishes and all the little fancy touches, as we are in pre-post. So there's still room for us to play around things for the moment, but for now it's just the solid foundation of just hardcore death metal, basically.
Cool. And are you going to surprise and pull any of those out on this tour? Can you play any new stuff or?
Not quite yet. Not quite there. Funnily enough, we have been talking about once this next run of the shows is out of the way, as we prep for, whatever's to follow that, changing up the set list that we've got pretty drastically, because we have been, for the most part, playing the same set for a decent while, swapped a couple songs in and out here and there, but the foundation of it's been pretty much the same. So we're definitely going to, once Connor's, I suppose, fully comfortable with all the songs that we've got down, and once we're all on that same established page, I suppose, branch out and put a fair few more songs from the album that we've been wanting to put into the set list for a fair while. After that tour seems like a pretty fitting time to do so, so not this time, but soon enough there'll be newer music to be played live, and then newer music in general won't be too far away.
Like, yeah, at the moment, man,
exciting.
Know yourself that there's a lot of shows going on, so convince people to come and see you guys when you're out on the road. I know you're great, you're great, but convince everyone else to come.
It's just energy, man. It's just energy and fun as fuck. to quote to a fair few people actually that have come up to us after gigs, we get a fuck ton of compliments from people that'll be like, they'll either come out and either not knowing who we are or not really knowing what to expect, or it'll be like one of their first metal or hardcore shows that people have ever gone to, and they just fucking love it. And that, I reckon, is the not only the biggest flex that we can get, but it's also the biggest compliment to us if somebody's their first introduction to something, which can be a little bit niche, or I suppose hit and miss depending on the person or the band. Fucking rave reviews from everybody. And actually as well, it was either, I can't remember who said it, because we were chatting to a couple of them, but we were chatting to a couple of the boys from Our Demise, who are one of the bands that we played with in Perth. The word he used to describe it was just authentic, like authentic hardcore. Like he could tell that we just fucking loved it, and we do. Like, we put as much of our own personalities and as much energy into the performance live as we possibly can. So, we really like to think that when you come and watch us play, like you get to watch us play, we're not putting on, like we're putting on a show, but we're not putting on a show, Yeah. Yeah, we just like going fucking batshit and riling everybody else up to do the same, man.
That's what I was looking for. Batshit.
Batshit. Yeah, that's it.
And where can people find out more information and buy tickets for these shows?
Social media, usually the easiest way to go. Link in the bio on Instagram, Facebook. We've got everything. It's all linked together. You can find everything on there. We had the website up and running for a little while, but I think we've sort of just tweaked that just to be more of like a press kit and whatnot. Though that's still usually got a little bit of info on there, but probably not really much help for day-to-day people, come to think of it. Yeah, social media, can't really go wrong. Nicolas Cage Fighter. It's an easy enough band to find.
Yeah, man. Well, as per usual, it's a pleasure speaking with you, mate. I'm going to try and make it. I'm on the road with Frankenbach this weekend, but I'm going to try and sneak out of that show and come down to one of yours. So,
hey, sounds good, man. Yeah, Ripper, I'll keep an eye out for you. Hell yeah. Yeah, thanks for having us, man. It's been good. Always a pleasure.
Catch up soon, eh?